Hey guys, it's Parker. Today we're taking the Ford Focus down to Ford's Research and Innovation Center in Palo Alto, California. Let's take it for a spin. We're inside the Focus, and it is a titanium trim level, and the great thing that Ford has done is, in a way, built a Focus for everyone. I've driven the Focus ST. It's a lot more fun with the 2-liter EcoBoost engine and a manual transmission. Now they've released the Ford Focus RS, which promises to be an absolutely incredible car. All-wheel drive, 350 horsepower. That's a recipe for success. Ford cares about safety. Ford has a NHTSA 5-star crash test rating for the Focus, and it's also got a ton of features that help you be more alert and confident on the road. For instance, you've got lane keep assist, which can apply small amounts of torque to actually keep you within the lane if you start to drift. The Focus also has blind spot monitoring, so if someone comes in your blind spot, you've got an amber indication in your left or your right side view mirror that lets you know that someone is there. Let's talk a little bit about Park Assist. When you activate Park Assist, this system will actually turn the steering wheel for you. All you have to do is provide brake inputs and gas inputs, and it actually works pretty well. I'll be honest, the first generation of Sync wasn't all that great, but Sync 3 is a massive improvement and is a lot like your typical smartphone. You can pinch to zoom in on the maps. Like I said, very, very fast. Go over to App Link. You've got a whole host of third-party apps. So now I can put my phone away, still stay connected, and focus on the road. So let's get going. Hi.
Hi.
Parker Nierenstein, nice to meet you.
Oh, Annette, I'm a vehicle engineer here at Ford. Looks like you just got to test drive our Focus.
What's really cool with what Ford's done with the Focus is kind of offer an engine or an interior trim level for everyone.
That's the idea. Focus offers a 2-liter inline-4, turbocharged EcoBoost engines that enhance performance and efficiency, and even an all-electric model.
And then Sync 3, you guys majorly improved that over the last one, which is kind of sluggish.
Yes, the latest generation of Sync 3 is much more responsive. The 8-inch screen works just like your smartphone. You can swipe, pinch to zoom, and tap it. Hopefully you had a chance to play with App Link and use the voice recognition to pull up your favorite playlist on Pandora.
Seems like Ford is trying to make your life easier.
Absolutely. You're always on your smartphone. This vehicle has 2 USB charging ports that charge your phone twice as fast as it did before. In addition to the NHTSA 5-star crash safety rating,
Focus also has safety technologies like the rear-view camera, which can help make you a more confident driver by letting you know what's behind your vehicle.
And it helps me because I'm terrible at parking.
there you go.
One thing I loved about it is, again, it feels like a higher-end car than its price point and its competitor. I'm really impressed with what the Ford Focus has to offer. Seriously, thank you so much for having me out here. It's really, really cool. Hey guys, it's Parker. Today we're taking the Ford Focus down to Ford's Research and Innovation Center in Palo Alto, California. Let's take it for a spin. The Focus has a ton of features that help you be more alert and confident on the road. For instance, you've got lane keep assist, which can apply small amounts of torque to actually keep you within the lane if you start to drift. Let's talk a little bit about Park Assist. When you activate Park Assist, this system will actually turn the steering wheel for you. All you have to do is provide brake inputs and gas inputs, and it actually works pretty well. Hi.
Hi there.
Parker.
Annette, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm a vehicle engineer here at Ford. Looks like you just got to test drive our Focus.
I did. It's got a ton of technology that typically is only offered in more higher-end vehicles. It has a lane keep assist feature. I noticed there was a lot of different customizable options.
It does allow the user to both turn the system on and off, as well as choosing between alert only, aid only, or having both.
And then you've also got Bliss, and it can tell you if there's someone in your blind spot?
Yes, Bliss with Cross Traffic Alert is another great driver assist technology. When a car pulls into your blind spot, an icon on the side mirror lights up. Every Focus also has a rear view camera, which can help make you a more confident driver by letting you know what's behind your vehicle.
That's pretty awesome. Well, I came into this a little bit skeptical, but I'm really impressed with what the Ford Focus has to offer. Seriously, thank you so much for having me out here. 2 thumbs up for the Focus. Hey guys, it's Parker. So today we're here with the Ford Focus, a vehicle that offers a ton of features you wouldn't normally expect. For instance, with remote start, you simply double tap on the key fob, the car starts right up. You've even got intelligent access. You can keep the key fob in your pocket at all times. You simply walk up to the front door of the car, pull on the handle, and hop right in. We're taking the car down to Ford's Research and Innovation Center in Palo Alto, California. Let's get going. Let's talk a little bit about Park Assist. When you activate Park Assist, the car is scanning to the left and to the right, depending upon where your indicator is positioned. Pull up until the console tells you to stop the vehicle. Put it in reverse. This system will actually turn the steering wheel for you. In order to maneuver, all you have to do is provide brake inputs and gas inputs in order to get yourself into the parking spot. And it actually works pretty well. Sync 3 in the Focus is a massive improvement. Head to the navigation, for example, you've got pinch to zoom capabilities that allow you to zoom in on the maps. It responds very quickly and is a lot like your typical smartphone. Go over to App Link, so click this button. You've got a whole host of third-party apps from Spotify, Domino's, AccuWeather. So now I can put my phone away, still stay connected, and focus on the road. So let's get going. Hi,
Hey.
Parker, nice to meet you.
Oh, Annette, I am a vehicle engineer here at Ford, and it looks like you just got to test drive our Focus.
It's got a ton of technology, both on the exterior and interior, that typically is only offered in more higher-end vehicles.
Oh, like our intelligent access that allows you to keep the key fob in your pocket when entering the vehicle, and then once you're in, the push-button start.
And then Sync 3, you guys majorly improved that over the last one, which is kind of sluggish.
So Sync 3, it is our communication and entertainment system.
You can call up your favorite apps, use Siri, get directions, make and receive calls, and even reserve a table at your favorite restaurant, all on an 8-inch screen that works a lot like your smartphone.
Absolutely. I like that it supports third-party apps, Spotify, Pandora, stuff like that. It makes me feel more connected. Seems like Ford is trying to make your life easier.
Absolutely. You're always on your smartphone. This vehicle has 2 USB charging ports that charge your phone twice as fast as it did before.
That's awesome, because normally you're playing Spotify, you're using maps, and your phone's dying even though it's plugged in, and that's kind of a bummer. I'm terrible at parking. You've got parallel park assist. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, Active Park Assist works by reading and measuring a parking space. Then, with minimal shifting, accelerating, and braking by the driver, the car steers itself into the space. You'll never be intimidated by parallel parking again.
And it definitely either scares or excites your passengers watching the steering wheel rip around when you don't have your hands on the wheel, just the brake and the gas. That's pretty cool.
Somewhat entertaining all on its own.
Thank you so much for having me out here. This was
my
an absolute pleasure. It's really, really cool. Hey guys, it's Parker. Today we're taking the Focus down to Ford's Research and Innovation Center in Palo Alto, California. Let's take it for a spin. We're inside the Focus, and I'll be honest, I'm an enthusiast. So the titanium trim level is not the one that I would get. But the great thing that Ford has done is, in a way, built a Focus for everyone. I've driven the Focus ST with the 2-liter EcoBoost, and it is really, really fun to drive, especially with the manual transmission. And now Ford has released the Focus RS all-wheel drive 350 horsepower, which is sure to be an incredible driving experience. If you want a really fuel-efficient vehicle, you can opt for the all-electric Focus. Hi.
Hi.
Parker Nierenstein.
I'm Matt. I'm a vehicle engineer here at Ford. Looks like you just got to test drive our Focus.
I did.
How was it?
I'm excited that you have just an array of options, from a full-fledged sports car to the all-electric vehicle.
Focus really does offer a lot of engine choices. It comes with a 2-liter inline-4 gas engine, turbocharged EcoBoost engines that enhance performance and efficiency, and even an all-electric model.
We've also got an optional 1.0 EcoBoost. It's got more torque at lower RPMs, so it'll be a lot peppier. It feels like a higher-end car than its price point and its competitors. So plenty of leather. You've got heated leather seats. You got a heated steering wheel.
Yes.
It's got active shutters.
I'm glad you noticed the active grille shutters. They open at low speeds to cool the mechanical systems and close at higher speeds to make the car more aerodynamic.
It's got torque vectoring, right? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, on all models. Torque vectoring provides enhanced traction and handling. The brakes adjust the speed between the front wheels while you're accelerating around corners.
The one thing I do really appreciate about the Focus is a lot of people are too focused on horsepower and torque numbers, but the other huge factor in that is weight. If the car weighs a ton, it's just not going to get moving, and the fuel economy is going to suffer as well. I'm really impressed with what the Ford Focus has to offer. Really is a Ford Focus for everyone. Thank you so much for having me out here. It's really, really cool.
Hey, what's up? I'm Derek D.
And I'm Sam Haymart.
And we're gonna take this Ford Focus Electric out for a little bit of a spin. Well, not so much a spin, more of like drive straight.
In the fast lane.
Oh, I see what you did there, Sam. All right, let's take it for a drive.
We're in the Ford Focus All-Electric.
It has a 115-mile EPA estimated range, which is actually more than last year's model.
It's 100% electric, gas-free, 100%, and zero carbon emissions, which is pretty awesome.
Well, this is really cool because on this windy mountain road going up the mountains here, this has got a lot of power, and this actually has a single-speed transmission with the electric motor. Now, it does have a top speed of 84 miles an hour, which we're not going to do here today.
Not today, please.
But this is actually a lot of fun here, going in and out of these corners and laying into the power pedal. This has got a nice little push into the back. Woo!
So of course all the new Fords have the Sync 3 and this one as well. And this being an electric car, there's a lot of information going on. You can see your power flow, your charging information, along with, of course, you have Bluetooth, you have a good sound system in here, and the screens are nice and big and bright, and they're very easy to use, which is very cool.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah, now it's my turn to drive on some of these windy roads. But after that, we'll head back and look at some more of these details close up. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right.
We're going down this mountain. What's happening now is we're getting a lot of regenerative braking, and what regenerative braking is you coast or you use the brakes. It uses your motion to actually recharge the battery and give you extra range. And this actually has a smart gauge with EcoGuide that if you want to use it, it actually helps coach you along as you go. It tells you when you're doing really good on the regenerative braking, and it tells you when you can do better.
It's actually called the Brake Coach.
And the Sync 3 in this system, actually you can connect your smartphone to it, get all sorts of services, but it also helps you do things like find charging stations, which is really good because we're way out here in the middle of nowhere and we're going to be charged pretty soon.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, feel that? That's fun.
So what do you think, Sam? The Ford Focus Electric.
That's fun, man.
It's fun to drive. I tell you, it's quick off the line. You know, all that instant torque you get with it being an electric car.
And it looks good too.
Yeah, beautiful front end. What about those seats? Comfortable.
Those seats are very comfortable. The soy-based biofoam made from plant seed oil, that's pretty amazing stuff.
Also, you know what's cool though? It's got that Reprieve.
Yeah, it's made
Fiber.
of plastic bottles, all sorts of stuff like that.
Another cool thing too is a lot of times you want to charge your phone, but then if you have a guest in the car, they want to charge their phone
Dead
too.
phone all the time.
So me and
Two
you.
charging ports.
Yeah, two charging ports. We
Very
can both
cool.
charge our phone.
And then there's the intelligent access.
That's right, because I don't like fumbling around my keys. I just want to get in the car, hit the button, and go. And speaking of that, let's head over to the charging station. The Ford Focus Electric plugs into your standard 120-volt outlet that you have in your house or in your garage, and that charges the battery. Or you can use a DC fast charger, which gives you 75 miles of charge in just 30 short minutes.
There's also the optional 240-volt charging station. It's easy and efficient to install. It'll charge a Ford Focus in 5.5 hours.
The My Ford mobile app is a great co-pilot that helps you get the most out of your Focus Electric.
It lets you monitor the charger you're plugging remotely, so when you need a charge, you can get directions to the nearest charging station.
Well, what did you think?
I thought it was a lot of fun. And I like the fact that you could see right there in the instrument cluster your brake coach, which gives you the regenerative braking, shows you how much energy you're saving or using. And man, that torque right off the line, come on.
Yeah, when you're stepping on the gas, man, you really get what you want. Totally exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The Sync 3 synced up my phone, no problem, just like that, which is always convenient. You don't want the hassle, like, why isn't this working? It just works.
It just works.
You know?
Learn more at Ford.com.
Or you can head over to Ford's YouTube channel and watch some videos, get some tips.
Was that good? I could do a couple more passes. All right, maybe just one more for safekeeping. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Sylvester and I'm here to talk to you today about a really special car, the Ford Focus RS. Now everything on this car was designed with a purpose. Starting with the exterior, aggressive front end, beautiful splitter, and those big aggressive openings, all designed with a functional purpose to keep that engine nice and cool. Functional rear spoiler and rear diffuser to give this car a 0 overall lift, which is really key, especially on the track. With this car's got a top speed of 165 miles an hour, you're definitely not going to want any lift. This car is powered by a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine paired with a 6-speed manual transmission. It puts out 350 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, which is a ton of power in a little car like this. Standard Recaro racing seats. You'll notice the flat bottom steering wheel, also with an RS logo. Really powerful Brembo brakes keep all of that power under control, and it has a really sophisticated all-wheel drive system that allows you to do some really, really fun things, especially on the track. So, Ford Focus RS has 4 different drive modes: normal, sport, track, and drift. Now, since we're on the track, we'll try out track mode. Now, this is actually gonna give you a more connected to the road feel, which is exactly what you want on a track. And wow, it just feels great. This is awesome. So the last drive mode that we have is the infamous drift mode. I will just pop it into drift mode here. Get onto the skid pad and give this a shot. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. In conclusion, the Ford Focus RS is a 350 horsepower monster of a hot hatch. It is a really fun daily driver, and it is a very capable track car. Go check it out at your local Ford dealer. Thank you so much for watching today. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Jessica Bishop, and I'm really excited today to be talking to you about the Focus SEL. So it's a brand new series that we just added to the Focus lineup. So really excited about it. It has a ton of content, but costs a lot less than key competitors like Civic EX and Cruise LT. So let's go take a look at the exterior in the front. You'll notice the black grille with the nice chrome trim that not only looks good, but also serves a purpose as well, thanks to the active grille shutter. And a lot of people don't know what an active grille shutter is. It actually helps improve the aerodynamics and fuel economy in the vehicle. And speaking of fuel economy, the SEL is rated at a really impressive 26 city and 36 highway. So moving over, you'll notice the black bezel headlamps and fog lamps. The headlamps also have LED signature lighting and dedicated daytime running lamps. So let's come over to the side. The SEL offers some really stylish wheels. These are our 17-inch machined aluminum wheels with black painted pockets, and that combined with the black rocker moldings here give it a really sporty look. We also have the body color mirror with turn signals and blind spot integrated mirror right here as well. So let's move over to the back. So the SEL also has a very stylish rear exterior. You'll also notice we have a reverse sensing system right here, which is standard on all of our series. And this really helps improve the confidence when you're driving or you're going in and out of parking spots. So this is one of my favorite features of the vehicle by far. Okay, so let's go to the inside. The Focus SEL offers a really impressive interior. Its cockpit-like design helps you feel really connected to the road, and it's so much fun to drive. It also has some really nice touches like the chrome bezel around the vents and steering wheel and door handle. It gives it a really upscale feel. So the SEL is equipped with a ton of standard features like power moonroof and also Sync 3 with enhanced voice recognition. So really excited about this system. It has an 8-inch LCD touchscreen that works very similar to your smartphone. You can swipe and pinch to zoom. It's super intuitive. And also new for 17 model year is Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility. So it's really easy to use. All you do is plug and play and then you're ready to go. Let me quickly demonstrate. All right. Now it's just going to pop up on our LCD screen right here. And it looks just like your iPhone. So again, if you prefer using this, it's really easy to use and super intuitive. Another great feature that's standard in the Focus SEL is our Sony premium audio with 10 speakers and Sirius XM radio. So I love listening to music, so this is a really important feature for me. Also wanted just to point out our cold weather package, which includes heated steering wheel and also heated seats. Another thing that I love about the Focus SEL is just how spacious and roomy it feels. So you can actually fit 2 car seats really comfortably in the back. And I would know, I have a 2-year-old and 4-year-old at home. I don't know, don't ask me how I do it, I just do. You also have a lot of space inside that can fit 5 adults really comfortably. So all in all, just it feels like it has so much room, especially for a small car. I hope you're as excited about the Focus SEL as I am. It's actually available today in dealerships nationwide. So if you want more information, just go to Ford.com. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your time today.
Considering the Chevy Cruze, compare it to the Ford Focus first. It has many advantages over the Cruze. Focus has available active park assist, which helps take the struggle out of backing into a parallel parking spot. Cruze doesn't. Focus earned an overall 5-star safety rating. Cruze didn't. It's not surprising then that 93% of all Ford Focus cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. Plus, the Focus has an available 1.0-liter turbocharged engine for surprising quickness and fuel efficiency. Going further to deliver smart features, that's Ford. And that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Leaning toward the Honda Civic? Compare it to the Ford Focus. Its features will surprise you. For starters, Focus offers available active park assist. It helps steer you into a parallel parking space. Civic doesn't. The Focus has an available 1.0-liter turbocharged engine for surprising quickness and fuel efficiency. It makes sense then that 93% of all Ford Focus cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. Going further to give drivers what they want, that's Ford. And that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Looking into the Hyundai Elantra? Compare it to the Ford Focus. It has many features the Elantra doesn't. Focus offers available active park assist. It helps take the hard work out of backing into a parallel parking space. Elantra doesn't offer this. And Focus earned a NHTSA 5-star safety rating. Elantra didn't. It makes sense then that 93% of all Ford Focus cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. Going further to deliver inspiring features, that's Ford. And that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Want the Nissan Sentra? Compare it to the Ford Focus. It has many advantages over the Sentra. For starters, Focus earned an overall 5-star safety rating. Sentra didn't. Focus has available active park assist, which helps take the struggle out of backing into a parallel parking spot. Sentra doesn't have it. It makes sense then that 93% of all Ford Focus cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. Plus, the Focus comes with a standard rear view camera. Going further to deliver smart features. That's Ford. And that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Heart set on the Toyota Corolla? Compare it with the Ford Focus. Focus beats Corolla in many ways. Like Focus offers a blind spot information system with cross-traffic alert, which helps warn you when other cars are in your blind spot. Focus also offers active park assist. It virtually helps steer you into a parallel parking space. Corolla doesn't. It makes sense then that 93% of all Ford Focus cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. Plus, the Focus offers My Key. It lets you put limits on its speed in case you loan it out to a roommate or friend. Going further to deliver intelligent features. That's Ford. And that's how you become America's best-selling brand.